Grand afternoon, grand afternoon, grand afternoon. My name is Mystic Powers, and I am here to bring you yet another one. So let's get right on into it. Okay, before I get started with this particular one, I had to stop after the first round of the first spread that I did because the energy here is a lot of projection going on. It was a lot of angered energy here, to the point to where I threw my cards, okay? And I don't throw my cards. That's so not me. I don't know why that happened. Well, I do know why that happened. I'm being projected, negative energy is being projected onto you, collector. Because when I woke up this morning, I myself woke up happy, grateful, thankful, right? I started to go through all the decks of my cards that I have because I wanted to get to my situations deck. And I'm like, oh no, this isn't gonna work. I'm gonna have to reorganize my cards. So I was reorganizing my cards and I was almost done reorganizing my cards. And out of nowhere, I promise you, the cards I had in my hand just went out of my hand. And I'm like, what's going on? And then I got angry, like real angry for a split second, and tossed my cards, the rest of the cards that I had in my hand, up in the air. And as they was falling down, I'm like, no. Because I myself would never toss my cards. Okay? So, collective, be aware of projected energy that is being sent to you. If you get angry out of nowhere, you feel sad out of nowhere, and it's just no reason why, because why would I get angry at cards falling out of my hands, right? Then that lets you know that you are being heavily projected on, and this reading was heavily projected on. So you could take the information that I have gotten out of this and apply it to where it fits to you. Just know that, please, collective, when you feel rushes of emotions that just pop out of nowhere, it is so important that you rebuke that energy in the name of the Most High Divine, and you send it back to them. Okay. So, with that being said, let's move right on along, okay? We are channeling the waning Gibeahs and Cancer energy still. We have Lalita Taripa Sundari. Lalita Taripa Sundari. She signifies themes of divine feminine power, joy, transformation. It encourages a spiritual cleansing, the embracing of your inner desires, and the shift from hardship to new, brighter era. This card message is that your inner resources and desires can be used to overcome negativity and manifest a life of bliss and abundance. Time for a deep spiritual cleansing. Okay, so that's her right there. So you are taking, you are taking all of life's hiccups. You are taking all of this negative energy. You are transmuting it into this beautiful energy, and you are putting it towards making your reality, manifesting your reality, okay? That's what you are supposed to be doing, all right? Remember to cleanse your scared space, all right? Cleanse as much as you can, because these people trying to find, these energies are trying to find their way back into your energy so they could screw up your discernment so that hurt people, and misery loves company. They miserable, so they want you to be miserable too, but it was never meant for you to be miserable in this lifetime. If these people are miserable, it's only because of the choices they decided to make. If you are miserable within your marriage, get divorced. But no, because you don't want to get divorced, because you want to be taken care of, you're staying there for money. You're not staying there for true love, so of course you're gonna be in this type of energy. Opportunity. This is called a mudra. You can do this hand pose here as you meditate. All right. The mudra synchronizes the two halves of the brain, activates one's memory, improves one's ability to absorb and reproduce knowledge in exam situations, for instance, and it's good for the lungs as well. All right? Every circumstance, including the most unpleasant ones, contains within it an opening, a chance, the trick to find and use it. Picture yourself entering the chakra of your third eye in your forehead. It feels as if you are sitting in a pink-colored heaven. You pose questions relating to the particular opportunities of your life, or some especially significant concern becomes very still. And listen clearly. I wish to take my chances as they come. Use them, enjoy them, transform them. Hankini Mudra, dedicated to the goddess of inner truth and clarity and unity. Okay, so you have used this energy here to bring truth and clarity to you so that you can clear this energy on out and move on. Because see, these people here that are sending you this energy, they're not going to be truthful to you. They're not going to give you clarity. They don't want that for you. They want you to keep on questioning. They want you to have this anger or this energy about you that is of them, and that's not you. Okay, so you use this energy to give yourself clarity to clear this right on out the way. I'm like, okay, I don't need you to come and tell me the truth. I don't need you to come and give me clarity. I'm gonna give myself clarity and still move on. Good for you, collective. And because you did that, you will be receiving your flowers. Happiness anew, the flowers sent, the outlook for you means encouragement. Days will be filled with pleasure come true. Fate has so willed the best unto you. Because you decided to go on ahead, right? And transmute this energy here, heal and release. You are getting your flowers from the divine. And when I say release, I'm talking about you don't hold no ill will towards these people. The only thing you want them to do is leave you alone. If they was to immediately stop everything they was doing to you right now and left you alone, you would move on forward still with no animosity. See, when you gave yourself clarity, you allowed yourself to allow the divine to heal that hurt, because those energies are not going to give you closure for that healing to come. They don't want you to heal. But see, you wanted to heal. So what you did is you followed the divine guidance and you did what the divine told you to do. And you moved forward still with your heart beating stronger than ever. You still love, okay? These people want you to be cold, but they don't want you to be cold to them because they won't be able to energy vampire off of you. They won't be able to emotionally manipulate you. They wouldn't be able to spiritually rape you if you heal. And not to mention, you have wisdom as old as forever. You know that you can't enter higher dimensions or even into the, metaphorically speaking, heaven, unless your heart is as light as a feather. And your heart can't be as light as a feather if you're carrying all this hatred and hurt from past experiences, whether it be the recent past, this lifetime past, or the past life. Because like I said, many of these energies followed you from your last past life into this one. They got you last lifetime. They are not going to get you this lifetime because it wasn't contracted for you to got this lifetime. Okay, so we have caution here. You are being cautioned. For real, I'm telling you. Watch your emotions at this time. Because what these people are trying to do now is trying to get you to forfeit your spiritual gifts by attacking them. They want to make you out to look like the bad person. They need other people to view you as the bad person. So watch your emotions. Cautious. Watch your emotions. If you are still around these people, I don't know how you were doing it, but God bless your soul. Because I couldn't be around these type of energies. But some people have no other choice. And if you are one of those people who have no other choice, I want you to hear me. Watch your emotions when you deal with these energies. Do not allow them to anger you, because they will eventually wear you down to the point to where you're going to snap. They want to either get you out your element and make you do something where they can either A, get you locked up, or B, be able to attach this entity to you so they can go on ahead and take you out. You have been warned, divinely guided, and don't say you have not. Okay? So we have Warrior and the Children of the Night. Now, the Children of the Night came out last week, but it came out in the reverse. The Children of the Night in reverse was, okay, right now it's not the good time. Rest and get prepared for later on down the road. So it comes out in the upright today. Warrior, saw your way through immediate problems. All right, you saw the divinely guided, you allowed the divinely guided to guide you to the point to where you saw your way through the immediate problems. You understood that this is the steps that had to be taken in order for you to be able to free yourself from this type of energy, right? Now, the Children in the Night in the upright says, make it a night to remember. These people made a move, right? Thinking it was going to solve a problem. Solve the problem of you protecting your energy from these people. And they wanted to make it a night to remember. That's when I had here the conversation in my head talking about, yeah, we gonna go and do this and do this and do this and do this. And she and collective ain't got no other choice but to come back. Because ain't nobody gonna help them. Don't nobody believe them. Right? They want to keep you in a codependent type of energy. They need you to be codependent on them, but actually they are codependent on your energy. See, they like to lie to people and say you are codependent, when actually the only reason why you was codependent was because you were under a spiritual attack from them. But when you finally realized what was going on with you, you freed yourself from that. And now you ain't codependent. I haven't been homeless for 7 years. I've been in my same spot that I am now for 7 years, and my so-called family still sit out there and tell people who don't even know me anyways, out the side of their neck, talking about how I don't have nowhere to go. No, y'all only wish I didn't have nowhere to go because you want me to clean your house. Clean your own house. What I look like coming to your house and cleaning your house, and I don't live there. You old as shit. You can't move like you used to. You can't clean like you used to. You need more help with this. I suggest you better put a for sale sign in assisted living. Let's move on. So this reading right here took me through it, y'all. I mean, it started like the cards that was on the left side, awesome. Then I start getting to the right side of things, and I'm like, oh my gosh. I had to stop because I felt so sad. I felt so sad, and I had to go on ahead and ask the divine, how do I handle this type of emotion? Because it's sad that people allow things to get to this point. You are going to miss the mark because you refuse to let go of past hurts and past traumas. You refuse to heal that part of your heart. And it's so sad because y'all ain't doing nothing but getting karma. Some of you will not have the chance to make it up this lifetime. You're going to have to come back another lifetime to learn. If you have another lifetime to learn, because who knows? There's an investigation. It says investigation right here. But you are a truth seeker, okay? You did your own investigation. You went on the inside and asked the divine spiritually, what's going on here? What's going on with me? And the divine revealed it to you. Okay, they revealed to you how your family, Ten of Pentacles in reverse, was doing these evil workings against you and why. The divine did not hold anything back from you. When you came to the divine was so happy. They was like, oh, they're asking us. It's time. We've been waiting on this. The divine was waiting on you to call out. For the truth. With the King of Swords, you called out to the divine for truth about what your family was doing against you, because you knew that they weren't going to tell you the truth. You gave them too many opportunities to tell you the truth. You are the Queen of Wands. You are the public defender of your story. And you will not allow anybody else to have a hand in writing that story. If it's not you and the Most High God Divine, then nobody should have a hand in your story. There could be a public defender on their way to you to reveal some more truths to you about this family. You have the victory with the Six of Wands. This fire energy is all through this, and I already done told y'all now. I am fire air energy to the fullest, right? I will fan my own flame. Once I know that you have betrayed me, it ain't gonna take a second or third. It took that many times with y'all because you were supposed to be the people who supposed to care about me the most. I pulled this card, Science, and it is the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords, it represents your ancestors and you moving forward. Okay? There is a heavy emphasis in this reading on extraterrestrial DNA activation. But your ancestors is sitting here, and I also hearing pseudoscience, okay? So, collective, and this is only going to apply to a couple of you. Some of you who are getting ready to have court cases with these people about inheritances and stuff like that, the court is going to allow your pseudoscience. What the court is going to do is the court is going to start allowing information acquired by your spiritual gifts to be accepted in the court of law. Okay, that is what I'm hearing. All right. All right, this card came out yesterday. Loss of a loved one. This can be a loss of a loved one. Okay, they get ready to go bye-bye. Or this could be the loved one having to deal with many of losses. But in this case, I'm picking up somebody getting ready to go bye-bye. All right, because when I clarified that, I had gotten the Judgment card. So this is being passed down by the Most High Divine. It's happening in the future. So this energy here could be looking at either passing away, or they could be looking at having a lot of painful endings. And this is the part where I had to say, why? Why would someone take a risk in having to be in this type of energy? Because of their lack of love in their hearts. Because they're emotionally unstable. Because they have the lack of love of the Most High Divine. They failed with the Seven of Cups. Whatever they were trying to do against the divinely guided will never work, because you don't vibrate at the frequency that the magic is being sent through. Your vibration is higher than that. So any type of magic they decide to throw at you will automatically backfire, because you no longer vibrate at that frequency. They don't have the strength to continue to move forward. Some of these people were like, oh, they got it so easy. I wish I had it like them. But they don't understand the things that you have to go through in order to get to the point that you're at right now. Some of these people are jealous of your gifts, but they don't understand everything you had to sacrifice in order to obtain those gifts. Some of them say, I'm going to take their gifts. Well, let me tell you something, karmics. The only way you could be able to obtain the gifts that the divinely guided has gotten is if you go through everything we went through. That means you got to go through the bad to get to the good. When you're trying to do a destiny swamp, remember that. You have to go through everything divinely guided went through previously in order to get to where divinely guided is at now. And I guarantee you, you ain't got the strength. You don't have the strength because you don't have the faith in the divine. If you have faith in the divine truly, we wouldn't be here today talking about this. You would have already healed. There would be no problems between you and divinely guided. But this is where it came down to. For the simple fact, and then when I pulled this card, collective, I had to put the deck down and bow my head and give thanks to the Most High Divine. These people refuse to give prudence to the Most High Divine. These people refuse to be thankful and grateful to the Most High Divine for carrying them the way that the Divine did. These people even probably thought that they was higher than the divine because they thought they could do this to you anyways. You are a wisdom keeper. You are a wise person. You are enlightened. You are the wounded healer. And as I said yesterday, what these people didn't see or realize was that you were sent here to help them heal so that they could move on. But they don't understand that or understand that because they refuse to do the work. They would rather just take from the divinely guided. Put you through all this work and then take it. No. The divine is tired of you people, you energies doing this to those who is supposed to. We are sent here to help souls, to help them heal. If you want to stay in your miserable ass energy, do so by yourself. You are bringing a tower moment to these people. Why are you bringing a tower moment to these people? Tower. With your wisdom of the fact that you know these people are fake. These people are fake religious people, fake spiritual people, ain't nothing. I'm hearing that song Disturbed, where he was it's called Liberate. And the song of the lyric is waiting for your modern Messiah to take away all the hatred that darkened the light in your eyes. Still awaiting I. Okay, this is what you asked the question. At what point did this person become so corrupted to the point that all the light was drained out of their eyes? At what point was this energy snatched away from the divine? And I'm going to tell you what was revealed to me. And I'm going to use me as an example. What I heard was she was mad at you because you took the attention away from her. And when I was like, what does that mean? I had to realize while my mother was out there on the streets doing what she was doing, and yes, I'm here to pay for my mama's karma, and I love my mama. All right, I'm gonna pay for all my mama's karma. I don't care. But when my mama was out there and of the world, I had to go live with my grandparents, okay? It was my biological grandfather and another woman he had married after divorcing my biological grandmother. Okay, so she is my so-called step-grandmother. What was told to me was she grew this hatred for me because she believes I took my grandfather's attention away from her when I had to go live with my grandfather because my mother was doing her little street thing, right? And as a child, I think I was 12 when I first went to my granddad. And as a child, who as a child is sitting up there thinking about, lady, make it make sense, please? This is the situation some of you people are dealing with. Once you dig in deeper and deeper, you gonna realize what it is, right? This person is crazy. Why would you? I mean, like, that's my granddad. That's my blood. Let's keep moving. If this person tried to put you in oppression because something in this old ass lady's brain wanted her to believe that I purposely dropped my own damn self off at my granddad's house, came into there, and took all the attention away from her purposely as a child. Everything will be in ruins for this person. The Ten of Swords, and that's a generation. A whole generation of this family lineage here cursed. And this is what happens when you decide to send this type of energy to someone who is blessed and highly favored. And that's sad. Because if these people came to me today and told me the truth, even if they didn't tell me the truth, because I already got closure. If they was to kind of tell me the truth today, I would still forgive them. I'm always going to forgive. But the one thing I'm not going to do is allow you to play in my energy as if I can't recognize when you are up to the foolery. Never again will you be able to put me in this type of manipulative, emotional pain ever again. Because I have the love of the Most High Divine will always heal my heart. Extraterrestrial. Now here we go into the interesting, okay? What these people fail to realize is just how extraterrestrial you are. What these people fail to realize is how divinely guided and divinely protected and tapped in you are. And you know what? I don't care what y'all say out there. Y'all can talk, but I'm going to tell you what it is. When you are vibrating at a high level, and this happens to me whenever I go into a deep, deep meditation, where I just stuck. I can't come out of meditation. And I don't want to come out of meditation because it is a place of euphoria. Right? I am in the presence of the Most High Divine Himself type of energy. The burning bush type of energy. I ain't going nowhere. I'm nice and warm right here, thank you. These people fail to realize just exactly how extraterrestrial you were. And when you are vibrating at the same frequency as extraterrestrials, because all of us have extraterrestrial DNA, and all of us have extraterrestrial DNA. That's why they call it junk DNA, because they don't know where the hell it comes from. It doesn't come from Earth, it comes from outer space. Okay? They say the people, the powers that were or whatever, and blue bloods, yeah, them Anunnakis. That's what they say. I mean, the reptilians. I mean, it was revealed to me as them being non-homo sapiens, and that's it. They did not realize how extraterrestrial you were. And as a matter of fact, these people are scared of your power. This is why they are trying to take control of you and your destiny right now. As a matter of fact, they're like, oh, no, is there a way we could just get them off of the planet? You will never be off this planet, because guess what? Even if they were able to kill off your flesh, they would never be able to kill off your spirit. You would just reincarnate. and continue to heal as normal. Many of us have been reincarnated many of times. This is why we have the wisdom and knowledge that we do have. They didn't understand that your extraterrestrial DNA, what was gonna happen when that extraterrestrial DNA activated, that the karmic wheel was gonna start spinning on their ass. Because this was you before you did your healing. And now this is you, but this was you was on the bottom, they was on the top. Now they at the bottom and you're on the top. They didn't expect for your extraterrestrial DNA because they thought they had killed that part of you, collective. They didn't expect your extraterrestrial DNA to activate so that you could see what these people, these karmics, was doing to you on the astral plane. They didn't expect you to open up your Akashic records. These people don't understand that when they plotting a planet against you, you are up in the atmosphere, in the heavens, watching them. This is why you are always 10 steps ahead of them, because your extraterrestrial DNA kicked in. And your extraterrestrial DNA says you will see the future of what these people was doing to you. That's why you sitting up here so strong and rooted as the Queen of Pentacles. That's why you moving swiftly with the swiftness. This was communicated to you. I'm telling you, as soon as you fell on your knees, that was all the divine was wanting you to do, was fall on your knees. They was like, finally. And when you did, everything came to you. You ain't no longer confused in stagnation. You know what these people are doing. You know the shut down they did to you in order to get your wealth. You know what your family did in order to steal your love. With the 10 of Cups. And even though they did all of this, you still decided to stay in the upright. You still decided to love, irregardless of what they were trying to do to you. And you became the master of the elements. You became the master of the elements. These people tried to start a revolution against you. They wanted to cause an uprising. They wanted this uprising that I'm hearing so that you would commit suicide. Because it's better if you just take your own self out, right? That's why this is a fallen angel. I don't have to explain these two cards. This is a Nephilim energy. They fail. They have fallen. This was foolish on their behalf. It was a foolish move. They should have never done it. They were not successful, and they will never be successful. There is no forward movement for these people. No forward movement at all. Just stuck in the same energy. That's sad. Stuck in this low vibrational, lustful, childish energy. As you defend yourself against these people, and you have put on the armor of the Most High Divine. You left these people out in the wind, baby. You was like, I ain't never turning back. Y'all gonna be struggling like a motherfucker up in this bitch when it comes to me. Don't ask me for no help, because you ain't gonna get them people no help, and that's for sure, Right? Because you understand the contracts that these people tried to put you under. They tried to put the Divinely Guided in a contract where Divinely Guided wouldn't have nothing but struggles for their whole life. And y'all think we ain't supposed to defend ourselves against that type of energy? Huh? There's something wrong with you if you think that. These people try to thieve from you. Thieve from you. With the Seven of Swords. They thought it was going to work. Oh, they thought it was going to work, that they was going to be able to bind you into a contract of struggling in your love life and in your material life for the rest of your life, while they vampirize your energy and live off of your divine wealth. Oh, no. Big Michael. Big Archangel Michael. Look how big Archangel Michael coming through in this. Big Archangel Michael, it's like you thought you was gonna do this too? Oh no, I'm here to fix that. And these people wondering why their magic don't work on you. Because we don't no longer vibrate at that frequency. We are no longer in our south node, just like you people are. All right? These people don't know how fast God told you how to bring all this to a completion, and you dove in head first. You like, what is the easiest, most fastest way I could get this done? And the divine told you gonna have to just shatter it all. You had to literally self-destruct I'm telling you, destructive energy brings powerful changes. So you use that destructive energy to bring powerful changes. This is why there is a completion here. These people ain't gonna be able to just see you. You not taking none of their liquor. You not taking none of their nothing. You can't seduce me or mentally or emotionally manipulate me anymore. You don't have to worry about coming and giving me closure. I already got my closure. Just understand, karmics, that the more negative energy you send to Divinely Guided, it doesn't go nowhere. It stays right where you are at with you, because it don't have nowhere to travel to. Divinely Guided is not there. It's not in that space. We're vibrating at a higher frequency. We vibrate out of love. You're vibrating out of hatred. It don't mix. So any of your magic works that you do will always stay with you. It will never come to the divine, because we are not longer in that space of frequency. We are vibrating higher than that. That's why we have connections to our DNA, our extraterrestrial DNA, our magical DNA, and our ancestral DNA is all activated. We be watching you from the astral plane like, look at these dummies right here. And we take caution against you energies. I think some of y'all need to reevaluate what God and who God is to you. Because you clearly thought you was more powerful to God that this shit would even work. And that's mind-boggling. That is mind-boggling. But anyways, that was the ending of this reading. I'm so glad I'm out of this energy. I'm about to reset and get back into it. I'll see you on the next one. Remember, watch your emotions, collective.